Hello friends, welcome to my second video on my weight loss journey. I'd like to thank each one of you for having encouraged me and by liking, subscribing and sharing my first video, and I'm very thankful for all your gracious comments for encouraging me. In this second video, I'd like to talk about the initial hurdles and roadblocks that I faced in my weight loss journey. Before we move forward, I'd like to request you again to please like, share, subscribe my video, and also please share my video to all your contacts in your WhatsApp groups and also in your WhatsApp status so that it can reach more people and more people can get benefited out of it. Keep watching and keep encouraging. Have a great day. In my first video, I spoke about myself and how I embarked on the weight loss journey. To give you a recap, I'm a person who had been overweight for the last 10 years or more so. In the last, it is November, I was at about 95 kgs weight. I was feeling very lazy, lethargic, and I was also feeling very heavy to even carry myself. I always wanted to do something on my fitness, but I could not do it. I was not having enough motivation to do something to be more fit, to do something more meaningful in my life. At that point of time, I had to do my regular health checkup, and that's when I understood that I am a diabetic. I had a HbA1c of 8.5, and while I was worried, my doctor suggested me to take a break for next 6 months and work on my weight loss. I understood from my doctor that weight loss can really help me get out of this situation. My motivation always was that I never wanted to be a diabetic. That is something which I always dreaded, and I so the when the doctor told me that there is a way out for me to get out of this situation and it could be weight loss, I grabbed it. I said, let me do it, and that's what motivated me to get onto the weight loss journey. And today I am in front of you at 73 kgs consistently for the last uh, 5 to 6 months. Right, I have lost about 22 kgs in approximately five months time, and I wanted to share my journey with all of you so that it can inspire some of you to take up on goals of your life. Right, in this journey, when I started my weight loss journey, it was not easy. While I wanted to lose weight, it was not easy. I always wanted to, but I could never succeed. And I had certain hurdles, certain roadblocks that I faced in the initial days of my journey. And I want to talk to you about those roadblocks, those hurdles, because every journey that we are taking up in our life, whether it is weight loss or career or anything, we always will have those initial roadblocks. And once we cross that initial bridges, we'll be able to see the success. All of us know that. So in my journey also, I had certain initial roadblocks which I have overcome, which I found very difficult, but I have overcome, and that's where the journey really took forward. So I would like to talk about those things in this particular video. So the first roadblock that I had was, lack of conviction or self-doubt. As I told in the earlier video also, I tried earlier, I could never lose my weight. Not only that, I tried earlier to get out of physical activities. I have done enough daily walk. I have also joined gym couple of times, but the maximum I have done a gym activity was for a month. After that, I stopped it. And if you look at the walk also maximum 7 days in a row I have done. After that, I took a break and various things. And even if I've taken walk for a longer time, the maximum I could lose in a month was half a kilo to 1 kilo. So I had the self-doubt that, even if I get onto the walk, will I be able to lose 10 kilos or 15 kilos in the next 6 months? That's the target which is given. So the first enemy that I had to win over was self-doubt, or a lack of conviction that I'll be able to lose weight. And that's when, uh, you know, I had to really work on that, because it's a mind thing, it's not something outside so that I can work on it. It's more of a mental thing. But there are a couple of things which weighed on my mind. The first thing is that I don't have a choice. I have to go out. Whether I lose or I don't lose, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. But then I said, I need to move out. I don't have any other choice. Otherwise, I will be getting onto the medicines. I will be getting onto the, inevitable medication for diabetes, which I never wanted to do. Second thing is that my motivation to reverse my initial diabetes was very strong. That I said, let me give a try. Right? I used to keep telling myself that we need to try. Right? I cannot accept defeat without trying. So fair enough, I have failed. I failed in the past. Fair enough, I could not continue whatever efforts I've done in the past. But now I took a target that by end of 2023, which is this year, I should lose weight. Let me try. I'm not going to lose anything. Worst case is that I'll start with medicines. So my motivation was much, much higher than my self-doubt. Thankfully, that really helped me. And second thing is, I used to counsel myself. I used to keep telling myself that, I won't lose anything by trying. And this continued for quite some time till I saw my first results, which is about 15 to 20 days is what it took for the first results. And till that time, I keep telling myself, I keep consoling myself, I keep giving strength to myself, and I believe that really, helped me overcome this roadblock or a hurdle. The second roadblock or the hurdle that I faced in my journey is laziness. As I told you in the earlier point, I could never do anything for a longer time. Earlier, I'm talking about the physical activity, not anything else. Don't take me wrongly. I've joined gym couple of times, not continued for more than a month, discontinued, lost or wasted money over there. And when I took walk also, I was always enthusiastic, energetic. For a week after that, slowly that lethargy comes to play and I was not doing it. So the second thing that I had to overcome was laziness. And I could overcome laziness by making myself go out of the bed every day for a walk. What I told initially is that come what may, rain or shine, I am going to go for a walk. Well, distance is not important, time is not important. Worst case, I will be out at least for some time. I also remember a saying that anything that you keep repeating will become a habit, and if you keep repeating something for 21 days, it becomes a lifelong habit. So I took a target that for the next 21 days, I'm not going to take a break. And that's when I started. I kept my visual cues. I used to see it every day, saying that get up and go for a walk. It's time to go for a walk. I have kept, reminders in my watch, in my phone, which used to remind me that I need to get out and I need to go for a walk. So once I started making that as a habit, and once I started going out, once I started doing my walk, and the other thing which I did was to fix myself a time. So I used to drop my kids for their school at about 7:15 in the school bus. After that I said, till 8 o'clock I'm not coming home, come what may. So there's a time which is already fixed, right? And that really helped me in continuing for 21 days. And trust me, 21 days, while it's a journey, again, I'll speak in the next episode on the progress, but that 21 days really changed myself. And today I cannot stop myself. I cannot, like, if I don't go out for a physical activity, I feel very, it really irritates me. So from that laziness to today where I am, if you see, there's a lot of difference, and I see it only as a discipline issue. And not that I'm not disciplined in other things. It's only in terms of physical activity. After point of time, there are certain things which really affect you. Your body tells you that it needs more rest. But then we need to push the body, and by doing that, I believe I could overcome the laziness, right? So this is the second hurdle I could win over in my initial days of weight loss journey. My third enemy was not a mental one, it's a physical one. It's my craving for sweets. As I told you in my earlier episode, I was a sweet tooth person. I always used to have sweets. And I was such a person that who wanted a sweet after lunch every day. There was a sweet shop next to my office. I used to have my lunch, go there, buy one sweet, eat and come back. Right? That's something which I could never resist myself with. And when I decided to stop sugars, which is very, very critical and very, very important thing, the first challenge that I faced is to win over the cravings. It's not easy, trust me. It's almost like asking a smoker or a alcoholic to stop their vices. It was similar to that. Stopping sugars for the coffee was very easy, much more easier, because I loved coffee without sugar and didn't really find great. But after lunch and after dinner, my body used to really kill me. My body used to tell me that please go out, take a sweet, have a sweet. And that's something which really killed me for some time. Well, I understood that it's not easy to win over, it's not easy to win over your cravings. And there are times you have to give up. But then, rather than giving up, what I decided is that let me try and let me start taking a small steps at a point of time. So what I did is that when I started with a instead of having a complete sweet, I started taking a small bit to just satisfy the craving, right? Don't take the complete sweet, take a small one. Second thing, I started moving towards non-sugary sweets like chicky, a bit of chicky. Earlier I used to take entire bar at a time. Now I started taking maybe 1/4 of a slab at a point of time, just to satisfy the craving. That's how I started, and slowly did, slowly skipped a few days to win over, so instead of taking twice a day, I started taking once in a day. Then I started taking a small piece once in 2 days, like that. In the next step, what I understood and what I learned is that I wanted to move away from that to a healthy sweet. And that's when I realized that raisins, which are available, are a good source of sweet without adding the calories or without adding the sugar effect in that. So research helped me understand that, and from then, whenever I feel a craving, I started taking 2 or 3 raisins at a point of time to satisfy that craving and not get to the sugary sweets, which add calories and also not good for the health. So this is something that I have done in terms of the cravings for the sugar, right? So these are the 3 roadblocks that I faced in the initial days, and these are the 3 roadblocks. While there are other sort of small roadblocks, but these were the 3 important hurdles or roadblocks that I faced in the initial days, which I had to win over. And I also explained how I could win over these, how I could dominate my hurdles, and that really helped me get to the journey and progress on my weight loss journey. So my next episode is on the progress. How did I progress? How did I reach my first milestone? And what are the things that I've done? I hope this video had been informative, and had been uh, interesting for you. I hope this video has added some value to you in getting yourself moving out on your either weight loss journey or anything else. I hope I could add some value to your time that you have spent on in watching the video. Thanks for your time. And again, I'm requesting you, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and my video, and also share the link of my video on your WhatsApp groups and the WhatsApp statuses. Keep watching, keep encouraging. You'll have many more interesting episodes coming up. And have a great day. Cheers.